Greetings, world and family. I am Richard, coming to you today, being Friday, November the 15th. So this is going to be a special viewer's request reading for my beloved Momsy, my mother. She was asking me yesterday, as I was driving around, concerning all these FEMA trailers that seem to be spread out, maybe in several locations, but there's one specific Air Force base. I believe I want to say Michigan. I think it's Michigan. And there would be, I don't know, is it 300 and maybe 350 like trailers, right? So it would be by FEMA. They are parked, so like there's something coming ahead. She was asking me, my mother, why is it there, and like what is to expect them being there for. So I saw a little bit of it on YouTube. I didn't look into it because I didn't find anything really of an alarming resonance to it. I mean, like, we do know that things are popping and about to pop, and we are expecting a form of EBS, so emergency broadcast system, at some point, probably before Donald Trump's inauguration in January. But without further ado, I told my mom that yes, I will look into it with the cards, with my higher self, but I'm going to make a video of it because I am sure that she's not the only one who's questioning about these 350 trailers that are parked in, where did I say it was? Michigan? I think that's what I said. But near that army base. So first, let's do a little bit of feel good on this beautiful, bright, sunny Friday morning. All right. A little bit of feel good to you, the world, as we love you. Yay! All right, guys, I'll move this about so you're not too smoky. And what am I going to use today? Let's go for my black and gold deck today. So, higher self, oversoul, and universe. Please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to these 350 trailers that are parked somewhere near this army base in, where did I say it was? Did I say Michigan? Well, higher self, you know where it is, huh? Somewhere in the States. So either Michigan or something that sounds like that. Tell me everything I need to see in regards to these trailers. Why are they there? What is to be expected? And yeah, let's see. One more shuffle. Let's cut, let's rock and roll. All right, guys, so let's see what my higher self wants to share with us. So, all right, so that's my Deep Dark Khazarian Mafia card. All right, so the swamp. We do have the Queen of Pentacles. We can look at this as, the queen of anything that is of abundant substance. It could be Gaia, but, like just holding a coin, and we're talking about parked FEMA trailers, could very well have to do with the gold system. Too early to say right now. Let's move on. And then we got, okay, so this is a military card, but he's very slow moving, this one. He could be a little liffy, a little tricky, a little fickle at times, but he does wear his heart on his sleeve. There is a substance in that cup, but again, he's slow moving. So this, the first row, is in regards to the past, okay? Like before those trailers arrived there. So now that they are there, we do have a work in progress, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. So he likes the work that he's doing. He's enjoying the carving of his pentacles, but nevertheless, it is like a work in progress. At the heartbeat, so we do have off-world energy right here coming in with this major arcana, the beautiful star, the age of Aquarius, healing, cleansing, rebalancing, things of that nature. And then we do have moving out of troubled waters, okay, with the Six of Swords. So is it the 6 or the 7? I always get, like, I know what the cards mean, but yeah, it's the 6. So, see, we got the troubles here in the past. We're on boat with all of that information, and we're going to smooth water. All right, so again, I'm not seeing that it's anything right now that's to be alarmed with. So my intuition was right. There is something here, though. So why are they parked here for the future? Yeah, there's something here, because with the Five of Pentacles, this feels like being on the abandoned, homeless, naked in the cold, being a vagabond. So all the abundance is like within this edifice and this church, whatever it is. And then like the people are outside here in the cold. All right, so that's very interesting. Let's see what the two others want to share. And then, well, you know, this is an ace, an alpha card, an emotional grant of the universe. And then we end with Trump, the white hats, good militia, the king of wands. In the clarifying spread, we do have broken heart, stick in the wheel, sadness, depression, things of that nature. It's not a very happy card at all. But at the center, we got a second alpha, a second ace. So that is like pentacle. So anything that could be seen as abundance, the gold back system. And then we end with a collaboration here. So chin chin, cheerio, shake hands, making a deal. But when I see this card, especially around a question regarding such a monster as FEMA, this represents the medical system to me. So big pharma, all of that craziness. All right, let's go for one major golden arcana on these FEMA trucks. I have Oversoul and Universe. So no, that's too much. I got, well, there is 3. So that's, if it was 4, I would have said no. Let's take them, and let's take them in the order that they fell. So we got the Tower, we got the Hanged Man, and we got the Magician. So, okay, I know what this is going to sound like, guys. But whatever the reasoning for these FEMA trucks to be there, it does touch on several topics, which I'll clarify. But, you know, we got the financial system, we got the medical system, and then we got a major tower moment. Something is crashing to the ground. This foundation was built on sand, and now it's drowning in the quicksand, gloop, gloop, gloop. Because we've been very uncomfortable for a very, very long period of time. We're having our aha moment, the enlightenment. And this, when we talk about FEMA, that talks about government, this is my movie card. So that's what I meant. Like, I know what this is going to sound like, because why is this a movie? Well, part of it is a movie because the old guard needs to come down. And that's where that movie is, right? So it's being played out. There's no getting away from it. I think that these topics like medical and financial have already somewhat somewhere crashed with the tower moment. But this seems to appear around because we've had enough PTSD here with the Hanged Man. The information is about to come, and I think I was accurate with my intro, like probably before the inauguration of our beloved Donald Trump. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Talking of Trump, look, I have a chocolate of Donald Trump. I ate it, of course, but then I put some, I don't know, styrofoam in it and I re-glued it. Am I cute or what? All right, guys, so let's go over this one more time. And why am I missing 2 cards here? Where the hell? Ah, they're here. Okay, sorry. One's on the floor. Please hold. All right. So, yes, that's how they were placed. Okay, so let's go over this one more time. Oh, I got a squirrel here that came to visit me because I feed my squirrels and I have an army of them. And here, I'll show you this one. Isn't he cute? Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. Let me see. Where is he? Where is he? Ah. Can you see him? Yeah, there he is. There's one of my babies. Hi, you're so cute. All right, so that was my squirrel. All right, so back in action. So in regards to FEMA and why are they there? Okay, so in the past, we do have the Hierophant. So this is in response to like that guard being no more, right? So the swamp Khazarian mafia, things of that nature. And it does have to do with a restored republic coming in with the Queen of Pentacles is what I'm strongly feeling. And it has been planned for quite a time. Okay, so that these FEMAs would be parked, stationed around this military base, right? But it's like, this is not like hi-ho silver. It doesn't move really, really fast. So that leads to me that it's not like signaling of a great importance, okay? I don't feel that it's necessarily going to be like civil war, things of that nature. You know, let's bring that down a few notches. But now that they are part, so it is a work in progress, and in regards to the age of Aquarius, I was going to say aquarium, the age of Aquarius. So, you know, the star is off-world energy. So, you know, there is like a team up, a mash-up, like a collaboration of boots on the ground with boots in the ether. But whatever is happening here is going to happen, okay? So there is some crashing coming, but it's to move us out of troubled waters, right? So we're leaving the past in the past, and we're going here with all that information to smooth water. So this is actually really beautiful. And I don't necessarily have anything alarming in any of the cards in the future. So I think there's going to be a roundup too, right? So many people on the word stage, I believe, have already been rounded up. But we're seeing like doubles or actors or mask wearers or clones. However, I think there's different... a bag of all of that is running amok, you know, pretending to be the original ones. I think we're going to see a roundup of them. So those FEMA trucks, the 350, and there's probably more around the world, right? I don't think it's just around the States. I think it's a world thing. But it's to round up in order to like bring like emotional victory, right? This dove is just plunging into the elixir of life, and it is like sponsored by the White Hats, Boots on the Ground, Trump, the Alliance, things of that nature. So in clarifying all this is happening because they did create the old guard, a stick in our wheels, okay, a broken heart, sorrow, sadness, but we're going to reinstall the gold back system, and it's going to talk a lot about the medical system. So I think that maybe these trucks too are there not only to round up, but when information is going to come out about those jabbity jabs, and you know, all the people who've been victimized by believing what they should put in their body and then being made aware of such things like turbo cancer, or like maybe just not being able to reproduce anymore. I mean, there's so many different levels and aspects to that whole pandemic. I think that a lot of information is there. So, okay, I have a lot of information here. Regroup, Richard, come back. In my Golden Major Arcana, 3 flew out, okay? So it is there, the FEMA counts, because a tower moment, something really shocking is coming. And it's in regard of like being so uncomfortable, being on hold for such a long period of time. It is now time to be enlightened and truth comes out. And a big part of it is a movie, okay? It has to be played out so that said sleepers, you know, like, because there's a lot coming out. And if people never wanted to listen to us while we were talking before the pandemic and the shutdown and all this stuff, if they went like, no, I'm not listening, this is going to be a lot of information, right? So FEMA, I think, is there to round up publicly the swamp, although I believe that they've already been grouped up and trialed or awaiting like tribunals around Guantanamo Bay, but their label, their trademark is still running amok, right? Mask wearing lookalikes, but they are reading a script. Okay, that's where the movie is. So it is a planned thing, all this, okay? And I do really believe that it has to do with just before the inauguration. So, you know, we're going to have a lot of information coming out about the swamp, about the financial system, about the medical system, but we are safe. We got off-world energy, and boots on the ground energy. So I think those FEMA is to round up the lookalikes that are reading a script from the movie, and or also dare to help probably the people who have not been wanting to pay attention or do the research, or just vow to stay asleep, right? Because they liked their bubble. This could bring a lot of chaos from them, and FEMA would be there to keep a form of control. Because whoever FEMA used to be, I feel that it's no longer there. Like, the white hats are in control of that right now. So that's probably also more information that's going to come out. So this is very interesting indeed. So I guess that this knight on the first row, the third card, when I say he's a little wishy-washy, a little fickle, I guess this means that the FEMA is there because there's different reasons. A lot of truth and tower moments are coming, but they don't really know in which direction is gonna go, right? Like, are people really gonna freak out, or is it gonna be moderate? That's what I could get from this card. I don't feel that it's like high red alert, like danger, like nuclear bomb coming, like something of that nature. I think that they feel that they have somewhat confidence in how they're going to disclose this, because there's also a lot of off-world energy disclosure right now. That's been bombarded all over the news, like about shifts, crafts, flying saucers, and bodies that were recovered from him that are not of this world, right? They call them like ETs. So this marks a very, very good time with these FEMA parked trucks, trailers. I would not be alarmed by it. I'm actually really happy to know that they are parked there with this reading, because this means that we're just on the verge of it. It's like 1 minute to midnight, guys. It's beautiful. We're finally here. I think the EBS is going to come very close. Probably. I'm going to ask Pendulum for this question. Higher self, oversoul in universe. Tell me. Now, okay, let's just go, like, am I accurate with this reading? Although I was a little all over the place, but generally, am I accurate with what I tapped into? So that's a major yes. Is there anywhere that I am wrong on this? So we are changing gears, searching data, and we're going to a no. All right, so what did I want to ask? Okay, yeah. So all this with the FEMA, what I've read into, because a lot of shit is going to come down, that tower moment for the medical system, for the gold financial system, and showing the true face of what the swamp was. Okay, so we're all accurate on this. So this is in regards to an EBS, right, coming out? So they are getting ready for that disclosure to come out. Now, is it going to happen before the inauguration of Donald Trump? Is it going to happen after his inauguration? I'm asking two ways just to see. So we're changing gears, changing shift, searching data, and it seems to be a no. So yeah, there would be an EBS. Now, the CBS, is it going to be as shocking as we once thought it would? No, see, this is it. So that's why I'm seeing the Knight of Cups there, right? Like Mr. Fickle, is that correct? Yeah. Okay, so again, I've said this in my election of Donald Trump reading, where we had changed timelines. So when we change timelines, it's usually because humanity as a collective has raised their consciousness and their frequency. So apparently on this timeline, we don't need for it to be as scary or as another timeline, a lower timeline would have been, right? Pendulum is agreeing with all of this. So we have shifted and things are not going to be as insane crazy, but it is good to see them there because, we have to keep a a form of control and have this EBS. You know, like we're gonna have to take care of a lot of our neighbors, huh, guys, our brothers or sisters, because you know, I have a lot in my family that refuse to listen to anything I got to say. You know, when it comes to this. You know, and it's funny, you know, when it comes to health, we listen, to romance, we listen, but these subjects, it might be a little too much for them, right? Like to, but anyways, that's not our problem, but we will be there when this happens, right? Right, because we are family. So there you go, guys. This was my reading in regards to the FEMA trailers that are parked, where did I say, Minnesota? No, Manitoba, I forget where it is, but somewhere in the States around that, Army base. This is the reasoning for it. Big things are about to be revealed, crash down, and it's a good, beautiful thing. Yeah, so no need to be afraid, okay? It's not like the swamp, the Khazarian Mafia is there to round up patriots or, you know, conservatives or things of that nature. Remember a few years back, there was a big fear like going through, circulating, that, you know, Walmarts were FEMA camps and they were going to round us up if Hillary had come in as president. This is not the same issue here. It's something very, very different. And let's not forget that I did get the movie card. So it's a script that is worked on. Where is it, my worked on? A script that has been worked on for quite some time because they have to show the underbelly of what the old guard was, you know. You can't really move on if you don't do the dark night of the soul, right? We have to do self-healing, inner healing, that shadow work in order to become the rising phoenix. So I'm going to stop babbling on because I can go on forever, as you all know. And my ears are flipping. Oh, look, coffee. I forgot my caffeine. So I'll shut up, Richard. Cafe after. So I love you all very much. Have a beloved, blessed kind of day. And be good. Be kind to yourself. And I'll catch you all on the next read. Rock and roll. Ow! I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.